Hello everyone, I'm Jay, and I'm starting this video from the car. It's been 5 weeks since the March 14th tornado came through Arnold, Missouri. Come along with me as I show the different types of progress, from no progress, to preventative maintenance, to renovation.
The night's young, and it's just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
So guys, this is one of my neighbors right across the street. As you can see, the aluminum siding is pitted. This was from the marble-sized hail. These guys got a tremendous amount of damage. As you can see though, they've patched up some of the aluminum siding with tape. But I mean, look at the pits. I was telling somebody that this looked like the first day of like deer hunting season and nobody hit a deer. They all just shot right into the aluminum siding. So guys, as you can see, still a lot of damage from the tornado 5 weeks ago. This fence here hasn't even really been dealt with, it looks like. So guys, we made it back over to the Gulf Station, and in the previous video, we noticed that there was an awning that was basically blocking the parking lot. So let's see what they look like 5 weeks later. So there has been some changes here. They put up this big, huge temporary fence around the pumps. They also have a now open sign, so at least the store itself is open. Pumps, not so much. So this was the area right here that big, huge awning and a couple of the pumps. This is where it was sitting right after the tornado. So it's been removed for sure. And that's progress in itself, right guys? So this is the sign for Arnold Plaza. Looks like one of the businesses just put a banner up. The rest of it hasn't really even been touched. And down here is the actual top of that sign. It says Arnold Plaza right on it. It's just sitting here. So this is the next plaza down. And as you can see, this sign here hasn't been touched either. Still has the damage from the tornado. This building, the roof got it pretty good. 3 signs and 2 of them were blown out. Looks like there was a salon and, believe it or not, a roofing company at the end office over here. How ironic. So guys, this is the high school fence that was blown over. Again, we saw it from a drive-by. I'm getting to see it up close. Look at, the metal is bent. And this is the fence that barriers the high school and the middle school, the elementary school. I guess all three. And it hasn't even been touched. Guys, check this sign out. It's still bent over in a 90-degree angle with all the panels gone, disappeared, broken away. This was one of the plazas that was hit really, really hard. This building right here was completely destroyed. And as you can see, there's been minimal progress on this. It's just sitting here, broken, abandoned, and wide open. Now, in the original video, I didn't get a chance to see this up close. I did a drive-by. Just look at all the damage and debris. I mean, what would you say, guys? 10% of the roof is left? This is devastating. Valerie and I, we have heavy hearts for this business. We have heavy hearts for anybody who was affected by the tornadoes that came through Arnold. So as I pan the street that's directly behind that business, several roofs have been damaged for sure. And again, they're all tarped, so I'm just wondering what kind of progress is happening here 5 weeks later. I'm hoping these guys get some help soon. This house here, I mean, look at all the damage in their yard. Damage to the roof. And it looks like they had solar panels too. So guys, if you remember correctly, this sign here was bent at the base, but it was still upright. And it's a sign that shows all the different state roads, like This huge intersection is State Road 141, 61, 67. So north and south and all of that good stuff, right? But it looks like it had been finished off. The base has finally given way. And now the sign lays flat on its face. Guys, that's a steel girder basically that's supposed to hold up the sign, and it was bent over at the base. As for the progress, as we can see, there was no progress here. It hasn't been cleared away. It hasn't been replaced. Just lays here. So what inspired me to do this video was I read a comment. Now, that tornado video, I've read all the comments. I've responded to every single person. Our hearts go out to everybody affected by the tornadoes. Every single one. We can only imagine what you went through. We're so grateful that you guys are safe. And material things can be replaced, but lives can't. And so I've made sure to answer every single one of those comments. But one comment in particular I read, and it said that they had sustained $40,000 worth of damage. And as of 5 weeks, they were assessed, but they still haven't received any settlement to move on with repairs. And that got me thinking, I need to come out and see what the progress is. How slow are things going? And document more of the damage that that tornado from, I believe it was March 14th, that evening. I wanted to document more of the damage that it left behind. So that's what inspired this video today, guys. So guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and in the comments below, tell me about your experience through the tornado, or any tornado. If you have any experiences at all, share your story. So as we can see here, there's still trees uprooted. And this is the privacy wall that we showed. Now, most of the panels now have been removed. And there's still tarp right here on this house. Everything looks sort of cleaned up. Here's that shed that it remained. Some of it remained anyway. Like so many of the houses in this neighborhood, roofs have tarps on them. Shingles and roof tiles are gone. And here's that fence. It goes all the way to the end. And it looks like they just took all of the middle pieces out, the solid pieces out, and left the stanchions. So guys, we're at the Arnold post office. If you remember correctly, right after the tornado, they had a temporary post office. It was a trailer, and it was literally pushed over onto its side. Let's see the progress of that trailer. So guys, this is the progress of the trailer. There is no more trailer. It is a wide open parking lot now. It has been completely removed. Yeah, if you guys remember correctly, that trailer sat right here. So here is the sign for the Water Tower Place. And as you can see, it hasn't been touched at all. All of the different inserts are still gone. Only a couple of the businesses that remained on this side stayed, but it's a little bit better on the other side. But overall, though, the progress is very slow. So this is the Arnold Commons. Guys, remember this stop sign? It was literally bent over in a 90-degree angle. It looks like they kind of fixed it. They almost just bent it back into place, but this is the same sign. So guys, this is the Pasta House, which I showed probably got the most damage in the plaza, and it looks like they have the most progress. Over here, it looks like they got all of the ventilation system off of the roof. Over there in the distance, they have a dumpster and it is full. I'm just amazed. Look at that. Look at all of that bent up metal that was all up on the roof. Looks like they replaced it all. Amazing. They brought out some storage units, I'm sure, for their dry goods. Man, this sign definitely has to be replaced. Look at all of the inner workings just mangled. So the parking lot is still coned off. All right, guys, so we are in the Applebees parking lot. As you can see, one of the signs still completely empty, hasn't been touched yet. This sign right here, if you remember, was literally folded in half. So it looks like they at least took it down. And I guess a new sign will be coming soon. Over here, it looks like a bunch of the fencing that surrounded the parking lot is gone. They have signs, caution, steep drop off. I assume these were the damaged parts of the fence. They had to be removed. Last time I was over in the Drury and Pear Tree Inn parking lot, that's where they had those huge signs that were laying in the parking lot. I was on that side pointing the camera this way, so I thought I would do the opposite. Those huge signs, the Pear Tree sign, the Drury sign, they're gone. But nothing has been put in its place yet. I assume that they're making new ones, and at some point we'll see some sort of repair and progress, and we'll get those signs back up. They were huge, and for the two signs to be sheared off of the pole like that, that was tremendous.